Creating a film that pits two powerful heroes against each other while maintaining their integrity and engaging the audience is a challenging task. Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice attempted this monumental feat, but, for many, fell short of expectations. The reason for this is simple: not enough motivation. Superman, one of the most beloved and enduring figures in the world of comics, has long been celebrated as the ultimate symbol of truth, justice, and the American way. However, in the film, Superman felt like a distant entity from his alter ego Clark Kent. Rather than seamlessly blending the two identities, the movie presented them as separate characters, making it easy for the audience to forget that they are, in fact, the same person. This disconnect was worsened by the jarring disparities in their personalities. Clark Kent, as portrayed in the film, often came across as somewhat arrogant, a stark contrast to the humble and principled character that Superman is supposed to embody. This disparity left viewers with a sense of contradiction, unable to reconcile the two facets of his character. What the film missed was an opportunity to delve into the internal conflicts and struggles that come with leading a dual life as a mild-mannered journalist and a powerful superhero. Clark Kent's relationships were also undervalued in the film, particularly his connections with Lois Lane and his adoptive parents, Martha and Jonathan Kent. These relationships, pivotal in shaping Clark's character, were portrayed as plot conveniences rather than influential forces in his development. Instead of exploring the internal conflicts and the weight of responsibility that Clark Kent must grapple with, the film primarily focused on the external conflicts and Batman's perspective. This neglect of Clark's relationships and internal struggles becomes most evident in the climax. When Superman's mother, Martha, was put in danger, the audience was presented with a powerful godlike figure who seemed to be doing the bidding of Lex Luthor, and engaging in a battle like an errand boy trying to please his master. Rather than seeing a broken son going against his morals and values to save his mother, we witnessed an all-powerful figure participating in a generic and emotionless fight sequence. The stakes, such as Martha being in danger, were not effectively conveyed to the audience. Consequently, the climax fell flat, and viewers struggled to invest emotionally in the conflict. Superman's character, on the whole, felt inconsistent in the film. This inconsistency weakened his character and the overall narrative. For example, there was no logical reason why a character with superhuman hearing, sight, and speed would find it difficult to locate his mother, who had been captured by a group of commonplace individuals. If the film required his abilities to be limited for the sake of the plot, then it should at least emphasize that he could have easily communicated the danger to Batman, rather than resorting to a physical confrontation. This portrayal of Superman as a passive and indecisive character diminished his role as a compelling protagonist and undermined his potential for character growth and complexity. On the other side of the conflict, Batman, known for his complex character and the iconic principles of justice and moral integrity, was portrayed as a darker and more violent version of himself in the film. This radical departure from his core principles raised questions about the character's integrity and motivation. Batman's motivations in the film felt shallow, and this called into question the wisdom of including a character like him in the story. He seemed to have forgotten his commitment to justice and moral integrity, becoming a character fueled by anger and violence. Batman's actions in the film, especially his blatant disregard for collateral damage, made his character one-dimensional. The movie provided little opportunity for his personal growth and development. Without a meaningful character arc, he remained largely unchanged throughout the story. This lack of growth and the absence of opportunities for him to learn from his past mistakes and evolve defeated the purpose of having a character like Batman, who is known for his adaptability and strategic intelligence. Instead of showcasing his detective skills and trauma as elements that could humanize the character and add depth to the narrative, the film reduced Batman to a muscle-bound superhero who relied heavily on brute force and gadgets. With the film named after two iconic characters, it was disappointing that neither of them received adequate character development. The lack of depth in their characters became particularly evident when they finally came together to face the common enemy, Doomsday. Rather than witnessing a battle that felt driven by the characters' internal conflicts and growth, it seemed as if unseen hands were manipulating their actions, reducing the film to a spectacle of special effects and action sequences. If the film were to be reimagined, there would be opportunities to improve character development and motivation for both Superman and Batman. For Batman, the story should humanize him by allowing his doubts about Superman's unchecked power to grow and evolve. As he delves deeper into Lex Luthor's sinister projects, he encounters situations that challenge his beliefs and cause him to question his motivations. This way, we can witness Batman's growth as a character, even if he continues to harbor animosity towards Superman. Superman's character, on the other hand, should be portrayed as struggling with the role of being a hero. The film should focus on his reluctance to put on the cape, revealing the immense burden and backlash he faces. We should see how much he has sacrificed and the challenges he endures to protect humanity. This approach would make his character more relatable and human, as we empathize with the sacrifices he makes and the toll it takes on him. In this reimagined version, the climax should revolve around Superman seeking Batman's help to save his mother. This would provide the absolute motivation for the showdown between the two characters. As the audience witnesses their bond grow on screen, it becomes easier to invest in their conflict. Batman, although still skeptical of Superman's motives, could test him by initiating the fight. However, as the battle progresses, Batman should notice Superman's reluctance to fight and observe his selfless actions, such as saving innocent bystanders during their confrontation. A pivotal moment in the climax should feature a conversation between Batman and Superman. Here, Superman would explain his struggles, the overwhelming weight of his responsibilities, and the desperate need to find his mother. Batman, in return, could open up about the trauma he has endured, the loss of his parents, and the darkness that has consumed him. This heartfelt conversation becomes the turning point for Batman's character growth. He realizes that his anger and distrust towards Superman are fueled by his own pain and trauma. This moment of vulnerability allows Batman to form a genuine bond with Superman, as they discover they have more in common than they initially believed. As they conclude their conversation and set aside their differences, the threat of doomsday can be revealed. Batman, with his newfound understanding of Superman, can go on to rescue Martha with Superman's full trust and blessing. The death of Superman, which was originally depicted as a rather cheeky conclusion, would now have a profound impact on Batman, affecting him deeply. As we can see in the reimagined version, both Batman and Superman undergo significant character development. Batman's transformation from a character fueled by anger and vengeance to one who finds common ground and empathy with Superman makes his character arc more compelling and relatable. Superman's internal struggles, doubts, and the toll of being a hero are explored, making him a more well-rounded and human character. The audience can now connect with and understand the motivations and challenges faced by these iconic heroes. Batman's doubts about Superman's power and his investigation into Lex Luthor's activities add depth and complexity to his character, making his conflict with Superman more meaningful. Superman's reluctance to embrace his role as a hero and the backlash he faces create a strong motivation for his actions, allowing the audience to empathize with his choices. By having them engage in a heartfelt conversation and gradually find common ground, it builds a more convincing bond between the two characters. This bond not only makes their eventual cooperation against Doomsday more emotionally resonant, but also provides a foundation for future storytelling in Justice League. The original film's climax was criticized for feeling forced and lacking emotional resonance. In this reimagined version, the conflict resolution is driven by the characters' growth and newfound understanding of each other. Batman and Superman's decision to work together against Doomsday is not only a logical response to the threat at this point but also a testament to their personal growth. This resolution feels earned and emotionally impactful. These enhancements create a more compelling and emotionally resonant storytelling experience that better serves the iconic characters of Batman and Superman. But what do I know? Anyway, this is where we wrap up our discussion for today. You can tell me what you think in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you are at it. And hit that notification bell so that you won't miss my next exciting video when it comes up. Thanks for watching.